power of persuasion. How can we build a dynamic Christian fellowship, relationship with the power of persuasion? You know, I've heard many times we have families that are in the church and organizations, and then they have loved ones outside the church. And when you discuss the affairs of their loved ones outside the church, and you say unto those individuals, why? You on the inside and the ones that you love are on the outside.
All right.
More than likely, the response that you get is that I can't make them. No. That's what you get sometimes. I can't make them. No. No, we can't make anybody do anything.
All right.
But we can persuade everybody to do anything.
All right.
We persuade folk every day. Not a day comes in or out that you haven't persuaded somebody to do something that they didn't want to do. All right. Let's see, Pastor Rogers taught us last week. Get up here, say what you got to say, and sit down. So I ain't gonna be up here nothing but a few minutes, just like you. But just bear with me for that few minutes. Or we get folk to do all sorts of things that they don't want to do. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, or whether it is indifferent. We can persuade them. But when it comes down to God, His house, or His association, we can't make nobody do nothing. Somebody lying around here somewhere. You take a little bit of baby, a little bitty baby can persuade you to get up and hold them and rock them all day, even when you don't want to. Can make you get up in the midnight hour. Go to the kitchen and fix them something to eat. A little bitty baby. Why? Because the power of persuasion is embedded within us from the first time we open our eyes.
All right.
You don't have to have the power of speech in order to exercise the power of persuasion.
All right.
Or you don't have to have sight to exercise the power of persuasion. Look at our story. Look at the scenario. Well, he arose, and we talking about he arose and he went to Zarephath. God told him to go there, and he said that when you go there, you're going to find a widow woman.
All right.
Now, this was an industrial city. And an industrial city, that means that it had plenty of people in the city. And probably there were plenty widows in the same city.
All right.
But you're going to find one that is going to take care of you. Now, some of the things God said, He said that, well, you know, she's going to be gathering sticks. Well, that's not a good sign, because gathering sticks at that time, it just showed how much poverty that one was in.
All right.
That wasn't a good sign. And He said, now, you're going to ask her for a glass of water. Well, we know during that time that it was honor and giving stranger water. That's how Abraham's servant met Rebecca. She gave him a glass of water and also gave his camel some. You'll find it over there in Genesis 24:14. All right. And it talks about that particular story. But here, he stands here and he sees this woman. I know some of you women today read these few verses and say she must have been out of her mind. Suppose some man would ask you something like that today.
All right.
I gotta be careful who I ask to bring me a glass of water again. I fool around and ask the wrong one. I'm subject to get my feelings hurt. That is in today's time.
Amen.
But here he asks her for a glass of water. So there she went to fetch the glass, and before she could get the vessel to put the water in, he asked me for something. Water, that's cold. And then tell her, look here, bring with your hand. That means that not only bring the bread, but bring the water with it.
All right.
Don't just go get the water and not have the bread in your hand.
All right.
I want you to bring them back together.
All right.
Instructions. The power of persuasion.
All right.
But you see, one thing about this woman, you know, she said, but look here, you know, as the Lord thy God liveth.
All right.
Okay.
You know, she ain't already know that. She said, thy God.
All right.
Thy God. That means that he ain't necessarily mine. All right. But as your God liveth.
All right.
Whoever he may be that you believe in.
Yeah.
I swear by him that, look here, I just don't have it. The only thing that I have is a little meal in the barrel and a little oil in the fruit. And what I'm going to do with that, I'm gathering sticks so that I can prepare that for my son and I. And we're going to sit down and eat it and die. Well, see, now that's when he lied to know he was in the right place. Because she mentioned her son, she mentioned herself, but she didn't mention her husband.
All right.
So therefore, he had the right widow woman. See, therefore, he can make a promise now.
All right.
Because he's with the right widow woman.
All right.
Boy, it sure makes sense to be with the right woman.
All right.
Boy, because if you with the wrong woman,
All right.
life is filled of misery and trouble. Oh, Lord, after men and women that keep doing it till they get it right.
All right.
That's those that the married and got divorced, and the married and got divorced again, and the married and got divorced again. Eventually, they finally get it right somewhere. Because some of us, it takes such a toehold until we get rid of that one, we don't want no more. I know some of y'all don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, he knew that he had come upon the right.
All right.
Boy, that is the uniqueness. So therefore, with the power of persuasion, he finds himself being able to give to her, because you have to understand that she needed him more than he needed her.
All right. Read that.
That she didn't have anything because except for that little meal in the barrel and the oil and the cruise, that's all she had.
Yeah.
And once it was gone, and they had no she needed a principle. This is, it has gotten so in today's time, we can't hardly tell right from wrong.
Right.
And the only way we're going to be able to discriminate that which is right and that which is wrong is by applying biblical principles. We have to apply Bible principles in order to determine right from wrong.
All right.
You see, a heathen would have said, well, wait a minute. I'm telling him that this is all I have for my son and I. And he said, bring unto him. They would have lost out. But this woman knew something, because see, God don't just speak on one ear. He don't just speak on one ear. He speaks on both ears.
All right.
Yeah.
Somebody say, God don't talk to man like he used to. Oh, he talked more to man today than he's ever
Yeah.
spoken to man. And if somebody come to you and say, the Lord told me to tell you this, and you know there's something right. Why? Because you can feel it within you. And then you ask yourself, well, he didn't tell me. Oh, no, it wasn't that he didn't tell you. You just wouldn't listen.
All right.
Because sometimes we fill our own head up with so much stuff until it's hard for God to get through to us. That old saying that we say when we were young, or hard head would make a soft behind. Remember that?
Yeah.
But I know some of y'all ain't old enough to know nothing about that. They don't say that today no more.
Right.
But yesterday they said it. And I can testify to that.
Amen.
Paul building a dynamic Christian relationship by the power of persuasion.
All right.
That means that if you want this district to grow,
Amen.
if you want it to grow, then all you got to do is get out there and persuade somebody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, but wait a minute. When do we use our power of persuasion?
All right.
We use it with something that we want.
Yeah.
You want that promotion on that job? You got to sell yourself. Because you know the next person said the next you just as good as you are. And in some cases better. So therefore you will have to sell yourself. You will have to persuade somebody to choose me over somebody else. Oh, look here, when you drive along the highway, you persuade somebody to let you in front of them. It comes so natural to you until you just don't even realize it.
Show you.
Or you need to persuade people to speak to you. Now, everybody you speak to don't want to speak to you. But the way you do it, they can't help it. You are persuaded to like people that you don't even want to like.
All right.
That's the power of persuasion. And you have that power, and the only person that you're willing to use it for is for yourself and self-benefit. All right. That's all you want to use it for. But I stand here to tell you that is given to you by the Lord. And also there are principles that goes with it. First of all, there are many stories that talks about the power of persuasion. Well, there was a story of a woman having an issue of blood. Now, in this story of the woman with the issue of blood, she had the power of persuasion to come through her through circumstances and situations. Well, first of all, it was the lack of that persuaded her to take the actions that she took. It was the lack of money. spent all that she had. Yes, not only that, it was a lack of having good health, because it said that she was sick for 12 long years.
Yes, sir.
A situation caused the power of persuasion to cause her to act in a different manner.
Yes, sir.
Do you follow me?
Yes, sir.
Are you with me? Well, this woman, she turned the only way that she could turn. She turned to Jesus.
Yes,
And she knows that Jesus' popularity was high. And she wasn't dressed properly to just walk up in the crowd. But somebody said that she crawled and got there the best way she knew how. And then she didn't want to call on the name of Jesus in order to distract him from somebody else. And she didn't want to interfere with the stride of Jesus to keep him from going anywhere else. Oh, she said, if I could just get in there and touch the hem of his garment, I shall be made whole again. The power of persuasion. And she got in there and she finally was able to touch the hem of Jesus' garment. And she touched him in a way where Jesus said, in one step, somebody touched me. Oh, Lord. When he said, somebody touched me, the crowd around him began to look at him like he was crazy. Being packed in like a can of sardines. How can you not be touched? But Jesus said, I felt the virtue come out of me. Somebody touched me with a touch of persuasion. Yes, they did. But we won't stop there. Let's move on a little further. There was another woman whose child was vexed with demons. And she followed Jesus from one country to another, saying, have mercy on me, thy son of David. Well, my daughter is filled with the demon. And I want you to show us some mercy. The power of persuasion was the knowledge of Jesus. I tell you, knowledge can be a very effective persuasive tool. This woman found out the power of Jesus through knowledge. But it tells me the story with something like this. Jesus was on a hideout. You see, didn't too many people know where he was. But this woman was about to give him all away. The disciples said unto Jesus, let this woman shut up because she's drawing some attention to us. And Jesus continued to ignore the woman's cry. And she said, thy son of David, have mercy on me right now. Well, Jesus finally turned around and said to that woman, he said, look here, what I have is for the children of my Father, the children of the King. I can't give to the dogs that which belong to the children. I can hear the woman saying, hey, I don't know but what the dog had to say. Yes, he did. Why don't you give me the crumbs that falls on the master table that the dogs do devour? Oh, Lord. And Jesus Jesus said, go home, woman, your daughter is healed. The power of persuasion. But I tell you that Jesus too was persuaded. I remember when he was in the Garden of Gethsemane. Jesus was bowed. Yes, he was. With tears dripping his blood from his head. I heard him say, Father, take this cup from me. Father, can it pass? And finally, he said, Father, not my will, but thy will be done. Power of persuasion. Do you know what I'm talking about? That same Jesus went to the old rugged cross. Yes, he did. Bowed his head in the power of persuasion. Come between heaven and hell in the power of persuasion. And persuaded a whole world. When they took him down from the old rugged cross, laid him in a borrowed tomb. Yes, they did. But early Sunday morning, he got up with power in his hand. That same Jesus is here today. That same Jesus has persuaded us with power.